the cuckoo. So the pattern of the congas looks like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One of the first major gigs I did with Eddie was dance at the sold-out Madison Square Garden tribute to Tito Puente concert, where I had the fortune to dance on stage with Celia Cruz, Domingo Quinonez, and Vega. Welcome to Mastering Salsa on 2 on YouTube. My name is Edgard de Rosario, and in this video, I'm going to teach you the real timing to Salsa on 2. I'm also going to show you the king of Salsa on 2 dancers, Mr. Eddie Torres, himself dancing exactly the way I'm going to show you. I will explain the timing, and lastly, explain why it's important to dance with the same timing that Eddie himself dances on. So if you're ready, let's get to it. So just to share a little bit of my background, I started salsa in 1999 with my brother, Jose. We started at dance sport, then we ventured off to Eddie Torres. In 2001, I became an Eddie Torres dancer, and my brother started to dance in the newly formed group, Abacua. One of the first major gigs I did with Eddie was dance at the sold-out Madison Square Garden tribute to Tito Puente concert, where I had the fortune to dance on stage with Celia Cruz, Domingo Quinonez, and Vega. Shortly after, I met a partner from Europe who was one of the top instructors and dancers at the time, Irene Miguel. So we started to travel and work together simultaneously as I was doing the Eddie Torres dancers. Eventually, I had to make a decision, and I decided to continue to travel with Irene. So Irene and I worked together, traveling around the world, teaching and performing for 4.5 years. Then I returned to New York in 2005, and then at that time I started to create a new movement of salsa in Staten Island, which is where I'm from originally, Staten Island, New York, from zero. All that to say, I have 20 years experience in this industry. So why am I creating this video about the timing? Now most people, if you ask them, what does dancing salsa on 2 mean? Most people cannot really answer the question fully or clearly. For example, if I ask you, what does dancing salsa on 1 mean? Most people can say, well, dancing salsa on 1 means you're dancing to the downbeat, which is the first beat in the music, the heaviest beat. Now, when you ask people dancing salsa on 2, many people are confused. So let me answer the question. What does dancing salsa on 2 mean? It actually means you're dancing to the conga drums. Now the conga drums are the 2 to 3 big drums you're going to see in a salsa band, and I have some over my shoulder here. Now coming up, I'm going to show you a video of Eddie Torres himself and Maria dancing to the conga drums. Then afterwards, I will explain the timing and why. What is the difference in what you think 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 is and what you just saw Eddie Torres and Maria do? Now, when you're dancing to the congas, there's several differences. First, let's talk about the timing. Instead of starting your step in the center on 1, you're actually going to start on 8 or 8 and, which is the cuckoo or the conga. Now, if you watch the video on Bluetooth, remember that your Bluetooth has a little delay. So it's not going to be as precise if you're watching on Bluetooth. So please repeat and watch that section of the video with Eddie and Maria dancing without Bluetooth. Now, that being said, let me explain the timing to the congas. Now, and I took lessons for the congas, by the way, so just so I know what I'm talking about. Now, when you start the center step, it's going to be on the cuckoo. So the pattern of the congas looks like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So what you just saw Eddie and Maria do, and this is the way I dance as well, instead of starting on the downbeat on 1, you're going to start on the, okay, which is the cuckoo or 8 and. And of course, I'm counting this as a dancer. Dancers use 2 musicians 4 counts to equal one of our 8 counts. So as a musician, this would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're going to start on that 4 and. But as a dancer, of course, we're using 2 of those 4 to equal our 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and. So you're going to start on that cuckoo or the conga. Now, very clearly in that video, you can see Eddie and Maria starting all their center step right underneath them on that cuckoo. Okay? So now what does this do to your dance? Now the timing difference again is 1 beat different. You're stepping 1 beat earlier. And then of course the feeling is very different to step on the downbeat 1 2 than it is to step on the cuckoo, pak, cuckoo, pak, cuckoo, and pak. So it's a very different feeling to step on that cuckoo. Now, rhythm-wise, it changes drastically as well. If you're dancing 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, the rhythm is quick, 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 quick. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. If you're dancing on the conga rhythm, you're starting on 8. You're dancing slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, because you're holding for 8 and 1. So your first step in the center, as you saw Eddie and Maria do, is 8 and 1. Or cuckoo 1, or cuckoo downbeat. So your first step is cuckoo downbeat together. Now in another video, and I'm going to link it in the description below, I'm going to show you physically what that looks like. But I just want to talk about the timing in this video. So again, you're going to start on the, and I know I'm playing rough, but you get the feeling, right? So cuckoo, tak, cuckoo. Now, this 1 and 2 and is just a fill-in. The major thing is, for us that we're dancing to, is the cuckoo and the slap. That slap is the famous 2 of dancing on 2. Now the other drum here is here as a variation to the pattern. But again, primarily we're dancing to the cuckoo, pak, cuckoo, pak, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1. So 8 and 1 is your first step. Then you break on 2, you return to the center on 3. Then 4 and 5 is your center step. So that's the major difference. The timing is you're stepping on 1 beat earlier. Musically, you're dancing to the cuckoo sound. Cuckoo and downbeat together. Cuckoo, bop, step. Cuckoo, bop, step. So it gives it a different kind of delay, pause, feeling, bass. Because again, the congas are working together with the downbeat for that first step. So to summarize, what is the timing to dancing salsa on 2? It is dancing to the conga drums. And the timing is 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Or cuckoo, ba, step, cuckoo, ba, step. Just like you saw Eddie and Maria do. Please go back and watch them and watch the way they're on the drums. When you're dancing to the conga drums, it feels totally different than dancing 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Because you have more time. You're dancing to the drums themselves, so you feel the drums different. you have that one beat extra delay. So you have more time to style, more time to improvise within your basic step and within your moves. And again, the feeling is totally different. So I know we covered a lot of things in this video. Please go back and watch it if you need to again. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can be notified, and click the notifications button so you can be notified of my new videos when they come out. The first stage of this YouTube channel, I will be explaining and clarifying this timing difference and teaching you the natural timing of salsa on 2 like you saw Eddie and Maria do. Then I will give away a lot of content, turn patterns, dance steps, all taught from this natural conga timing perspective. And if you're interested in learning my technique and my spinning technique, you can please go to masteringsalsaon2.com. Again, that's masteringsalsaon2.com, and I will teach you to go from brand new person to this style, from beginner all the way to salsa superstar in salsa on 2 New York style. So again, thank you for watching, and please follow me also on Instagram, and you can also hit me up and ask me any kind of questions in the YouTube comments or on Instagram at @masteringsalsaon2. Again, that's @masteringsalsaon2, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.